Today is July 30th, and it's Paperback Book Day! Happy Paperback Book Day! Let's celebrate! Today is International Paperback Day, and it is celebrating the day that paperbacks were first printed. No, that can't be right. Okay, but it celebrated the first one that Penguin put out in 1935. It was, before that, they were called yellowbacks. They were reprints, and they would sell them, in the railway stations. Oh, and that's why they started doing that in the 1800s. The technology of the time was really good for publishing. They did the automatic typesetting and steam-powered printing presses, and so they were able to mass produce a lot of things, and so that's where they came up with the yellowbacks. And they were always books that were public domain, things that have been around for a while. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head which one it was, but I can't. So I'll just put it in a title here right next to my head, and it'll show you. Then in 1935, Penguin put their first one out, and it was Ariel by Antoine Marcois. Well, I don't know how to pronounce it.
André Maurois, French.
And that was the first one. And then in 1938, in America, Fawcett started printing books, and they were one of the first one. The very first one was The Good Earth by Paperbacks. It's proof of concept. And then in 1939 is when they started with the first 10, one of which was Bambi by Felix, what was his last name, Stahlton or something like that. Anyway, and it was a Czech. Okay, I might have to look this up here in just a second. Oh, hey, I gotta go. Okay, so doing that in the car, I did really pretty well remembering everything that I had written down, but I did not remember everything, and I did not remember everything correctly. So let's recap a little bit. Today is Paperback Book Day. It is the anniversary of the first Penguin paperback published in 1935. The reason why they started doing paperbacks is because it was an alternative to the heavy, clunky, wooden, covered in leather bound books, and it was made it so that it was available to more people. The first American paperback was Lost Horizon, but it was one of 10, and Bambi was one of the 10. I did not realize that Bambi did not start with Disney. I was able to find a digitized original copy of Bambi in Open Library, and I started to read it, and I thought, oh, this is marvelous, and it's not a short story. And I thought, all right, I am going to read this book. So I am adding this book to my TBR list. I will be reading Bambi, the original, not the cartoon, and then I'll discuss it in another video. That sounds like a good idea. All right, okay, so Bambi was written Bambi was written by Felix Salten, and he was Austrian. He was actually born in Budapest, but he was in Austria when he wrote Bambi. Fawcett Publications. All right, they were not the first ones in America to publish paperbacks. The first ones, they called them pocketbooks. They were small enough to fit into a pocket. Fawcett was the first one to publish original works. Up until 1950, they were reprinting. And let me take you on a tour of my main bookshelf in my living room. Welcome to my main bookshelf tour. There are bookshelves in every room in the house except for the kitchen, unless you want to count the cookbook cupboard. There's books there, but in every bedroom, in every room in this house, there is a bookshelf. As you can see, it's not all books. In fact, if you want to start, I mean, it's all, we've got paintings or pictures. That's a picture, a photograph, and photography things. And then we're going to come down to the bookshelf. Wanted to show you how many paperbacks I have on my main bookshelf. We're going to start up here with all of the ones that I love. Well, first of all, these over here are mine that I wrote. These right here is Mary Elizabeth Summer wrote. These three right here, Ashley Lawrenson wrote, A.L. Lawrenson wrote. Over here we have a couple by W. Jefferson Smith. And these are all some of my favorite authors, all indie authors. Look them up on Amazon. They are amazing books, all of them. And we move down here and we have 3 more of my books that I wrote. Then behind all of these great Hot Wheels, we've got paperbacks, which we will just briefly mention, the entire Harry Potter series. And then we have over here the entire Ranger Apprentice series. We'll take these guys down for just a second so you can see paperbacks. Yes, we love paperbacks. All right, well, you know, I'll deal with that later. All right. Then moving down past the other decorations, the 4th of July decorations, we have another shelf starting here. There's a lot of, oh, there's some paperbacks in here, as you can see. Oh, here, let me get this down a little bit better. Here's some paperbacks here. Look at this, this whole shelf is paperbacks, except for this of the, but you know what, we'll make it an honorary member of the Paperback Club. Then we move down here. There's more. Those are more hardbacks. Most of all of these down here. Wait a minute. I gotta get lower. Okay, going back. These are mostly hardbacks. Hey, we got some more Harry Potter books. Well, that are paperback. Okay, we will not get. They can join the club. And then there's some more paperbacks. No, those are hardbacks. Ugh. And some more hardbacks down here. Paperbacks. Oh, Jan Caron or Caron. Oh, love her work. So very good. Yeah, there's more. Oh, you know what? I checked out Call of the Wild from the library and I didn't have to. We have it right there. Shows you how much I look at my shelf sometimes. And here's some more hardbacks. And then the very bottom. Oh, the very bottom. I'm gonna have to come down here and join the car on the floor. Phantom Tollbooth, one of my favorites. Oh, there's a Mrs. Halifax book. How did that happen? Oh, some Anne McCaffrey. Love these things. Peanuts, Charles Schultz, yes. These are all hardbacks. Happy Hollisters, my first foray into my book collection. You'll have to hear the story sometime. So there you are. That's the main that's the main bookshelf in my house. And someday I will show you the other bookshelves, but not today because I will have to dust before I do. There you go. Happy Paperback Book Day. Enjoy yourself.